Welcome to another beautiful day and another episode of Built Up Beaters. Is there money in old cars? Yes. Is there money in shit boxes? Yes. And I've always wanted to start an off-road shop, and so I figured, hey, why not stick with what I know? You know, I have a Jeep right here. I've had that for a long time. So I bought a couple more of them just to see how well they sold. And, well, to my surprise, I couldn't hold on to those things for longer than 24 hours and 48 hours once they were posted for sale. So I kept buying them, and now I have about 6 sitting in the driveway left, picking up a couple more this week. But the goal is to save up enough money to where I can buy an actual official shop so that I don't have to work out of my garage anymore, and start kind of expanding and turning this into a full-on classic 4x4 business slash dealership. And this is our focus for this video. This is a 97 Jeep Grand Cherokee, has a 5.2 V8, 220,000 miles. I bought it from a tow yard. It needed steering because it had snapped. I already replaced the steering, but only one of the windows rolls down, the driver's one. The other 3 don't, which is usually a master switch problem. And it needs a drive shaft. It's Bluetooth right now. Let's pull it in the garage and get started. One other thing, I picked this up for $600. With gas and the steering, I'm in this about $800. My budget is $1,000, at most $1,200, and I can sell this for $3 grand. So, without further ado, let's get started. First thing I noticed is we have no window switch hooked up right here, which could cause this window not to work at all. I don't know about the back windows yet. But I do have a spare passenger window switch that we're gonna plug in. I mean, it's convenient, right? So all you gotta do is pop that one in. This is the hard part. And pop that one in. Let's give her a go. Oh, that works. Let's test out these this master switch, huh? There's our master switch. It's working. Ooh, okay. Looks like oh, there we go. So it looks like if you don't have your driver and passenger door hooked up, this switch is still a little touchy, but it works. See how easy these things are? Okay, drive shaft time. Other thing I forgot to mention, this door's closed and it's still saying it's open. That door's open, which is why. So that means we have ourselves a bad little door thingy. I don't really know the correct term for that, but door switch, door thing, door sensor. Luckily, I got a parts Jeep over there. You see that little open hood? Yeah, let's go steal that. Plug it in. We got her. She's a little rusty. Gonna clean that up really quick. Throw it in. Hopefully we have a working door sensor. Door is shut. Still saying it's open. Wasn't the sensor. Easy enough to replace, but we got something else going on. So I'm holding the door switch down with my finger. So it's open. When I push it down, closed. So it looks like our sensor is working. For some reason, the door is just not pushing it in all the way. Here's our plan. This little area right here, that's where it hits that sensor. Excuse me. I don't think it's obviously not pushing it in enough. So we're gonna take this screw and we're just gonna shove it right into that hole. It'll give us, you know, that much, roughly an 1/8 inch more of pussage. Pussage? Oh, that sounds wrong. It'll stick out an 1/8 inch more and push in that sensor a little better. That makes better sense. trying to make up words over here. This screw actually won't work, but let's drill the pilot hole. I'll grab a screw. We'll shove it in really quick. And you shove it right in there. And now is the final test. Door closed. Key on. And we're working. All it took was one good little screw. And somehow our hood's closed now, even though it's not, but hey, it's working. Now we can finally move on to the drive shaft and see if the transfer case works. This is all-time four-wheel drive, so sometimes your vicious coupler and the viscous, I don't freaking know, guys. I don't know how to say it, okay? That little coupler in the front of your transfer case is known for going out. So that's the main thing I'm worried about. Pinion seal's not leaking, so I don't think it was that. He probably just took it out for better gas mileage, because honestly, all-wheel drive sucks like 5 miles per gallon out of these things. So I'm gonna measure this, see if I can find some bolts, and then I'll decide if I throw the CV style drive shaft in it, or if I just go with the U-joint drive shaft and we'll just convert it, because it is lifted anyways, so it wouldn't hurt to do that. Drive shaft length is 30 inches from there to there, but I don't have the bolts for the CV style. Luckily my parts Jeep though has a U-joint drive shaft, so we're gonna pop this off, pop on our regular yoke, and throw the U-joint drive shaft on here. Just better anyway, since we're lifted 4 inches. And we should be golden. Really don't feel like laying in the gravel, so we're gonna throw this into the parts Jeep and pull it out. Only thing wrong with this is the transmission's basically shot. Other than that, it's a bummer because it's clean. But she's making me money, giving me parts. Only paid $100 for it, so cheaper than going to the junkyard. Look how good she runs. Sucker only has, well, now you can't see the dash, but I promise you only has like 170,000 miles on it. Easy part. Keep popping these suckers out. Well, the drive shaft's been got. We got the yoke too, all the little bolts. So now we need to pop off our dinky little CV yoke, is what it's called, okay? I'm just a little slow this morning. And we'll pop that one right back on. Super easy to do. This is the right way to do it, okay? So this is the right way to take off and pop on the yoke, okay? Just like that. Slides off. And we're just gonna grab this cute little guy right here. I don't know where the washer went. We'll steal it from this one. Check that out. Take your yoke and pop it right back on there like that. And then with everything, put it on there by hand first. You know, sometimes redneck Loctite is okay, but not in this case. Okay, thread it on, take your impact, and she's on there. Little tighter, little tighter. Perfect. We're gonna stick with that. Let's get the drive shaft on. Ooh. She's gonna fit. That's beautiful. All right, time to see if we, oh shoot, hold on. Guys, I think I left something on the roof. I did. Kind of need that. Stay. Ooh. Okay. Now, let's see if he took it out for a reason or if he just took the drive shaft out for better gas mileage. far so good in the driveway. How's the turning? Come on, buddy. There we go. Maybe got some vibration, but for the most part, it seems to be okay. Let's get up to 50. Definitely got vibration. Well, I'm gonna give this thing a solid B- on a test drive. Runs good, shifts good, but it vibrates a lot. Above 50 miles an hour. Now there's three things that cause that. First of all, our alignment is just done with my eyes. Okay, so the alignment is still off. That's gonna cause your shaking. These tires are just rollers, so they're old. That's gonna cause shaking. It is lifted and all-wheel drive. That is gonna cause vibration because both drive shafts are spinning, which is why most people actually switch to the 242 or the 231 to make it two-wheel drive with the four-wheel drive option. So we need to get this thing on an actual rack to get aligned. I'll take that in this morning. But first, I realized we are low on transmission fluid in the tranny and the transfer case. I can't even feel it in the transfer case. That can also cause vibration from excessive friction. So we're gonna throw these guys in there. I'm pretty sure 3 quarts is gonna be plenty. Then we'll take it on one more test drive, see if anything changed, get it over to the alignment rack, take it for a real test drive after that, and if all checks out, we can start tire hunting. Get some nice tires for this thing, because that's gonna make it look a lot better than right now. Right now it just looks like a skip leg day. So let me get my sucky thing to put it all up in the transfer case. We'll get going.
Ooh, we like the sucky. Oh, no, we ain't running out already.
Let's warm it up and get some tranny fluid in her now, huh? Oh yeah. Not as loud as my Jeep, but she's all right. She's still got that catalytic converter on her, so kind of lame. Not gonna lie. Well, little low on coolant. We'll just throw some water in it for right now. She'll be fine. Sweet. Coolant warning's gone. Now we just have windshield wiper fluid. Whatever the heck that is. I think it's for, might be saying the back door's open. I need to look into that. Yeah, it's for the back door. There's probably a broken wire in there. I'm not gonna worry about it too much. Looks like our coolant's low again. Time to top off. 95% of the time, these things are faulty. It's just fun to see if they actually work, but back door's closed. It's still saying it's not. So I'm gonna go with this thing is not 100% there. She's just a little special in the head today. So almost warmed up. We can get this tranny fluid in her. Still plenty of vibration to go around for everybody. Back from the alignment shop, you still have that all-wheel drive vibration, but no shaking, and the vibration is a lot quieter. You know what that means. It's tire time. Let's find some sweet wheels to put on this green machine. And it may make it better, it may not, but it's a lifted Jeep, so it's not gonna be perfect. Shoo! Look at that pretty girl. Test drive went good. Took a 70 on the freeway. It's like right at that 40, 50 mile an hour mark, you get really bad vibration. Once you break that 50 mile an hour mark, it smooths out pretty good. That's literally the reason that I swapped the transfer case in my Jeep. Right there, LaFonda, right there. Just so I can have that 2-wheel drive option, but I'll leave that to the new owner. For what it is, it's pretty solid, runs really good, it was really well taken care of. So now, we're gonna go find some tires at the junkyard. I remember seeing some 33s at one of the junkyards here, and then we need a door panel, and then we need to probably buff this thing out a little bit, see if we can bring that paint back to life. So both junkyards were a bust. They got nothing, at least nothing in the rim size I have, and I really don't want to buy a new set of rims and tires. But there's a guy on Marketplace that offered me 2 XJs, they're parts Jeeps, for 500 bucks. One of them has a set of, I think they're 33, this is what it looks like in the pictures. But they're decently new, and they come with another set that's on like a 4-inch lift. So I'm probably gonna go get those tonight. I'll pull the tires and any parts I'm gonna keep or sell off of them, and then just scrap them for 500 bucks and have a free set of tires. So using our noggin today. So first step on the interior, we need some door panelage here. My parts Jeep has the light gray colored door panels. I need black, so I have another Jeep out there that has a matching black one for this. I'm gonna steal it off that Jeep. And then our second issue is these seats. This one kind of moves. Sometimes it doesn't want to. Right now she's doing good, but slowing down. That one doesn't move, and guys, if some shorty buys this, she's gonna need to be able to move her seat back and forth. Well, she's gonna be able to move it up, you know, all the way. So, gotta think about that. And again, parts Jeep has matching seats that are manual, so we're gonna steal those ones too and throw them in here. Boom, bang, snap, snap, snap. Door panel's off. Click that one in, test it. Ooh, it works. Seat number 1. You know, this next seat is gonna suck because it don't move. I mean, something moves, but the seat don't, which means those two will come out nice. These back two, come on, are all the way under there. You can see the little cover right there. Then I have to get a wrench under there and take that bolt out by hands. Just give me like 30 minutes. I'll have this thing out. If you don't have one of these, please get one. It'll either take out the bolts really quick or it'll break them off for you. So either way, it's easier. I wonder if we could push on this. Oh! Take back what I said. I might get lucky. We just gotta give her some help. Come on. Oh yeah, we're there. We're not gonna need to do the wrench method. So we have 2 different varieties of lint rollers here. We got our sticky one. We have the one made especially for our dog hair. This one usually only works on flat surfaces, so we'll get everywhere we can. Just want to get as much of it out of there as possible. You never know if someone's allergic to dogs and it just looks gross all up in the car. So people want clean cars. You know, that's the 2 things with the car: functionality and looks. People are going to care about that. Well, interior's finished. Got ahead of myself, wiped down everything. Got her all sparkly clean. Got like 90% of the dog hair out. Took me a couple hours, but it's done. Looks real good in here. Back seat's still looking good. So now we have these power seats, and the ones in the parts Jeep are a little lighter. And again, I try to make sure everything matches and looks good. So here's what I think the plan is. So these rails only have 4 bolts. There's a bolt there, there's a bolt in there, and then 2 on the other side in the same spot. Take these off, take the power rails off, and then swap on manual rails from the seats in the parts Jeep over here, right there. Then I can use the same seats just with manual rails, which I prefer anyways because they're reliable and they'll always work. Scratch that idea that won't work, because those ones in the parts Jeep have a manual shifter here that allows your seat to go back and forth. This one doesn't. So I think we're just gonna make those lighter seats work. That's not bad. It's obviously a little wider, but I think we might hang on to those back seats. Yeah. Yeah, we're just gonna throw them in, leave them. They're comfy, they're in one piece, that's all they're gonna care about. So bolt these in. Inside's done, guys. Actually, no, it's not. We got a mirror to put up. We gotta swap out this visor because it has a hole in it. Perfect. One down. Guys, we made it happen last night. We went and picked up these 2 parts Jeeps. Check it out. Here's the donor Jeep. This is the Jeep he pulled the motor and tranny out for the other one that he was originally gonna swap. This one I'm parting out and then scrapping for sure. It'll make my $500 back that I paid for everything. And over here, we have this Butte, and this one is actually nice enough that I think I might hold on to it and throw a new motor in it myself. I'm still gonna take the wheels, but wheels aren't hard to find. Body slammed my fence. It's actually in really good condition. I really like the black. I really do. Body's very straight. It's not perfect by any means, but got 2-inch lift, aftermarket sway bar links, aftermarket control arms. The interior in this is actually really nice too. 180,000 miles on it, so yeah, I think child lock is on. I'm gonna hold on to this, but these wheels are coming off and they're going on that sexy green thing over there in the garage, and then we're just gonna throw these rollers on for now, and if I end up fixing this up, we'll find another set of tires, and there ain't no worries there. So let's get these pulled off and get this thing done. How pretty those are. They look nice all polished up. I don't know about you guys, but whew, I can't wait to see what these look like on there. Oh. Oh yeah. Now, it is a little stubby, and I do have 2-inch spacers up there. Yeah, let's throw some 2-inch spacers on it. I've decided against the spacer for now. I think I want to see where the front tires are sitting once I put them on, and that will kind of determine what I do. Looking at this again, once it's all on the ground, honestly, the wheels are pretty even with each other, pretty lined up. There's no need for spacers, and wow, when we get her outside, we'll be able to get a better view, but those make it look so much better. So much better. So now what we need to do, what I want to do, is I'm going to take a heat gun at 1200 degrees, and I'm going to heat up all of these plastics along the side, all the trim, and it's going to make it look darker and newer, and it just makes the paint pop a little better. And then I'm not going to buff the paint. There are some spots that are peeling and you know, flaking off, and so we're just going to give it a nice nice paint job. We're just going to give it a nice wash, shine up that paint, and it's going to stick out way better. And then post it for sale and send it off to its new owner, and they're gonna love this thing. I do. I love these things. So let's get to work. Check that out. That's before, that's after. That looks a ton better. Gonna pull this thing out for you guys in just a second, and we'll see how sweet the plastics look. But we need to get this rear view mirror on. Ain't too hard though. Just give her the old clip. Just like that. God damn. She cleans up nice for an old girl. Love my wife, but nothing turns me on like an old lifted Jeep. For 30 years old, hey, she still got me going. She's still fine as hell. Young. In all seriousness though, the wheels definitely brought it together. The paint cleaned up nice. The interior, really good shape for 220,000 miles. I mean, it's a good little Jeep. So I'm gonna get it posted tonight. I have a spot I take the pictures of all my cars just because the angles are better, but it's a business, it's a little warehouse, so I gotta wait till they close so all the cars clear out of the parking lot. And then we'll get it posted for sale. And once it sells, we'll go over the numbers, see where we're at profit-wise. So, took it on one more test drive like I always do before I post them. You know, take a couple miles on the highway around town. With the new tires, there's no more vibration. It was those old, crusty, dry rotted things that I had on there before. So, no more vibration. She runs good, she drives good, she shifts great, she sounds good. I'm gonna sell this thing pretty quick. Okay, green Jeep sold. It's been 3 days, not a bad turnaround. Had it listed for 3, sold it for 25. If we do the math here, I bought it for 600. For parts, time and labor, and gas to go get it, I'm in at $669.40. Total, that is $1,269.40 that I'm into it. Subtract that from $2,500. You're looking at a profit of $1,230.60, which is really not bad, especially for an old beater Jeep like that. Those old cars do sell. You just need to know your market. You need to know what you're doing. Find your niche, you know, all that good stuff. But when you're selling multiple of those a month, that's really not a bad profit margin, especially for something you do on the side. So, on to the next Jeep. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was really fun for me to make, so we'll see you next time, and I appreciate you watching.